How's it going, YouTube? It's Matt Wilson, Matt Wilson PT and Furious Fitness. It's a quick little video. This is not to help you out in the gym, but it's about quite a hot topic at the minute. I've seen many videos about this, so I thought I'd give my 2 cents, my little take on it. Basically, as you probably read by the title, hopefully, it's about fake naturals, the use of steroids in natural bodybuilding. Now, me myself, I'm natural. Never touched any sort of drugs in my life, never planned to. That's my choice. I'm not going to hurt anybody else's feelings by saying, well, you shouldn't do it, because I know for a fact that people will take it, and that's up to them. Right, I'm going to take this on from a totally different angle. Everybody else is on about the negatives, saying it's unfair in competitions, it's unfair in this, it's unfair in that. But the fact of the matter is, it's going to happen. People are going to cheat in competitions, and that's how people win, almost. Like, you can guarantee the winner of most natural bodybuilding shows will not be natural in the slightest, because it's just easier, basically, for them to win. And if you're going to put your whole life, like, bodybuilding's unlike any other sport where everything has to revolve around it. So if you're thinking about putting your whole life into this sport of bodybuilding, you can completely understand why people who compete in natural competitions would take steroids to win, because they put everything into it. Their nutrition, their sleeping pattern, their work schedule can be ruined by it. Everything is sacrificed for this sport. So that's the end of why people do it. And this is almost a different thing. I think the reason there's quite a lot of steroid use at the minute, especially in teenagers, which is probably the worst time to take it, really, if you don't do it properly, that is, because I'm not going to sit here and go, yes, you will die, you will die. Nobody has ever died from taking steroids. Not directly, they can't be proven that it's linked to it, so say what you like about that, but that's just a fact. You can Google it. It's been said millions of times. Mark O'Brien is religious about that point. He doesn't push it on you, neither do I, but you're not going to die. Anyway, back to my point. The main reason it's being used, especially by teenagers, young 20 up to 25-year-olds, like, we live in a society today where image is everything. I mean, you can't argue with it. People might say, oh, I'm not shallow, I'm not this, I don't care what you look like. You're lying to yourself. You cannot say that your appearance does not matter to people around you, does not affect how you think about somebody else. So in this day and age, when you have all these celebrities, all these films, where it used to be the fact where girls would be affected by anorexia in a horrible, life-threatening way, to where they'd starve themselves and make themselves sick with bulimia, and that's horrible. That's a bad reason why image-conscious teens turn to steroids and stuff like that. So now it's happening more and more with men in our society, and this is where my opinion might shock a few people. I think if somebody is educated enough and somebody has the right guidance by a professional or somebody who is qualified, or maybe who's done it before, not that I'm saying you should go to your favourite gym buddy and ask about steroids, because that's not the way to do it. But if it prevents a young man, of whatever age he is, any age man, any age, male or female, might as well cover that topic, from, like, people do really get self-conscious, and it leads to suicides, about how bad people feel about self-esteem. And it's all well and good saying, no, it's not about what you look like. To them it is. Like, it really doesn't matter to a lot of people what they look like. And if taking a performance-enhancing drug such as steroids or something like that, if that prevents somebody from killing themselves, and that's been the end of it, the final solution is death for them. If that's how bad their life has got, and if they say that, see, the only way of getting out of this is to take this drug, which will make them look better, improve their confidence, improve their physique, it might bring them into the world of bodybuilding, and even though that would be an unnatural athlete, they might have this new passion that they can then strive towards, and it'll give them motivation to not do this stupid mistake. Because especially as a teenager, like you, people who think about killing themselves as a teenager, they've got so much more of their life to give, and if somebody takes steroids as a teenager, and it allows them to carry on and be a bit happier, I can't be a negative, as long as they're not doing it unsafely. Obviously people will do it wrong, because as a young male or female, like we, not you, because I'm only 19, will make mistakes if you do things like that. Because you're not as educated as you need to be, really. I mean, nobody will be. But that's my take on it. Basically, if you suffer with any sort of body conscious thing that is going to lead you to maybe thinking about committing suicide or lead to depression, if there's anything that will get you out of that, and if you choose to do these steroids, that's basically steroids, if you choose to take steroids to get you out of this like low in your life, and it might not continue, if you get out of this low, you might then realise this isn't for me. But if you get through that wall of depression by taking steroids and you feel better about yourself, you should probably just go see somebody and have them talk you through, a psychiatrist, about why body conscious is just all in your head. Body consciousness is all in your head, sorry. But if it prevents you from doing something stupid, that's where I can see the positive side of it. And if you do it safely, it's the positive side of it. The main problem I would have with it is if you take them wrong, obviously, and do damage yourself permanently. Or another comment that's brought up by many people is it's not fair to take steroids in national competitions. Well, you're right, it's not, because that is dishonest. But if you're naive enough to enter a national competition and honestly think that everybody in that competition is natural, then it's kidding yourself. Like, don't complain about something that you know happens and you can't stop it. There's no point in somebody sitting there going, don't have to do this anymore because there's too much cheating going on. That's tough. If you're expecting to win without taking steroids, you're either extremely dedicated, extremely motivated, very sure of yourself, or just stupid. One of them three things, because it's not going to happen. Like, I'm going to enter competitions next year. I won't win them because I'm not going to take drugs, but I'm doing it because I love the sport and I love I think obviously Scooby's left YouTube now, but his big motto was, it's more about the journey, not about the destination. And that's quite cheesy, but I mean, especially in this sport, it is. People love going to the gym just because they love going to the gym. It's not about winning competitions. Many people don't compete and all look absolutely amazing, and their enjoyment comes from just lifting weights. So that's it. I mean, it's a hard topic to talk about, really, but no. I've got no problem with fake naturals. If people want to keep their private life private, that's up to them. I couldn't care less. They can do them, and I'll do me. And if you're getting offended by people who are lying about it, that's just pathetic, because it's got nothing to do with you. You have no right, as anybody, to know what's going through their head. If they have really bad self-conscious body issues, and they choose to take this drug to combat that, that's absolutely fine by me. It should be fine by you. If you're trying to support them in any way, that should be absolutely fine with you. So, quite a long video. It's quite I thought about it a lot because it's a big issue at the minute. So, once again, give it a like, subscribe, comment. Please let me know what you think, because I know that this angle hasn't been thought of before by anybody else. So there'll be quite a few opinions. I'm happy to answer any questions people have got. So yeah, just thanks for watching once again. And whether you're natural or unnatural, we'll all get there eventually. I'll be a bit slower than everybody else who's on drugs, but never mind, that's part and parcel of doing this. So thank you very much for watching. Give it a like, subscribe, and comment for more.